Happy New Year! Welcome back to my channel, you guys. I have been missing y'all. It has been 3 years. Well, if y'all want to know what's been going on in my life, just stay tuned to this video and I'll explain what has been going on in my life. But first, I just want to say Happy New Year to all my subscribers. I just want to say thank you for my new subscribers. I appreciate y'all. I love that you love my videos, and I just hope and pray that I'm able to make more videos that y'all like and that y'all are able to be influenced and where I can just be helpful in y'all life. So thank you so much. So the first thing that I want to ask y'all is, what is some of your New Year's resolutions? Just put them down in the comment section. Mine is to more so develop a stronger relationship with God and to get to know him more, to continue to be intentional about my relationship with him. But so to get to where I've been in 3 years, where have I been for the past 3 years? Y'all, I have, the first thing that happened to me that kept me from posting on YouTube or social media for all that matter, I had a loss in my family. I lost my daddy April 7th of 2022. So I lost him due to COVID complications. I lost my dad, and before he passed away, I talked to him and he was doing fine. He was getting over COVID. He sounded good. You know, he still had some lingering things that, you know, like cough and all that kind of stuff, but he was doing good. He was talking to me. He was telling me, because my birthday is April 15th. So me and my daddy had a conversation and he was like, well, you know, your birthday is coming up on the 15th, and you know what you got planned, and you know, he just was talking to me about my birthday. And to just give a backstory, my mom and dad divorced when I was 4 and my brother was 2. So my brother and I didn't have a relationship. My daddy didn't have a relationship with us after that took place. We wouldn't see him. He wouldn't call. Like, it would be every now and then that we would talk to him on the phone, and then he probably came by the house, by my grandma's house, a couple times. But other than that, we didn't have a normal, consistent relationship with him. But when I got older in life, got married, got my house and everything, I was like 28, 29. I started more so, no, I was like 27, 28. Me and my dad he started calling more. I started calling him, and we started to talk and have conversation. We talked about, you know, I was asking him questions like, you know, Daddy, why weren't you there? And sort of like personal things that we talked about. And shortly after that, in the same conversation, I forgave him for it. We moved on. And to find out my dad's personality, y'all, my daddy was a very funny man. He was just very funny. He had me laughing, crying, laughing on the phone, just about anything. And he just had a great personality about himself. So I love that, and I just developed this. You know, you always have love for your parent, whether they are there or not in your life. But I developed true love for him, and I really just enjoyed conversations we had. You know, we've seen each other, you know, a few times after that, and you know, it was all love and everything, and I really miss him. So that's what happened. So after his passing, I started, let me turn the light on right quick. It's a lot better. So after my dad's passing, I was trying to get back into recording videos, trying to get back to being behind the camera, and I couldn't do it. I would cry, I'd just be emotional. And so I said, well, since I'm not able to do it, and since I'm not able to do, I felt like it would affect me it would affect the content that I'm giving y'all, and I didn't want my mood to be off, so I did not record. And so following that, the year after my dad's passing, my granddaughter was born. Now, I know your girl don't look like a grandma, but I am. So my husband, he has kids. He had kids before me. And so he has a daughter, and she gave birth to my granddaughter, which her name is Phoenix. And I love her so much. Phoenix is such a good baby. We are so much alike. Like, we have similar personalities. She was born April 6th. I was born April 15th. So it's like we just there. And I just love my baby. She is such a wonderful baby. I love her so much. She'll be 2 years old this coming up April. In 3 months she'll be 2 years old. So that was a huge blessing in my life, and I feel like God came in my life and said, well, here you are, a blessing I'm going to give you. You know, you lost your father, but this is a blessing to help you with healing. And, you know, and I love kids. I love babies. Like, I just love them. I love just kissing on their cute little face and hugging them. And she's such a sweet baby. She calls me Mimi, you know, so I'm her Mimi. So, okay, so moving on to the next thing that happened in my life. I enrolled in school to become a real estate agent. So with me becoming a realtor, I went through a lot going to school to become a real estate agent. So just to give you a background story, so I work 2 jobs. I work a part-time, why did I say that backwards? I work a full-time job in the hospital as a technician, pharmacy technician, and I work a part-time job as a pharmacy tech. 1 hospital and 1 in retail. So there you go. And I enrolled in school. And I always been big on fitness. I said always, but I haven't always been big on fitness. I became serious about my fitness when I met my husband back in 2016. So with fitness has been a part of my life since then too. So I worked in fitness. That's what my life consisted of. But when I got interested in becoming a real estate agent, I just would see realtors, you know, and I just would research, like, what do they do? Like, besides, you know, of course, selling homes or helping buyers buy homes, like, what does it all consist of? And I just became interested in it, and I was like, well, it's an extra stream of income, so hey, why not? So I had to take a 75-hour course, 75 hours of coursework, and that required a lot of my time, y'all. So I would study on my lunch breaks, I would study after work, I would study, sometimes I'll have my study wherever we went. Like, if me and my husband went on trips, or if we went out somewhere, I would have my flashcards, I would have my books, I would be studying, because it is very hard. Don't underestimate real estate agents. That test was very hard, but I made it. I went through a lot with going to school, to where anybody, even me, I was ready to give up. You know, I told my husband so many times, like, I'm ready to give up. I don't feel like, you know, it just was so much happening. Like, weird stuff would happen. Like, I went through 3-4 laptops. 1 went blank on my testing day where I had to take my test. 1 went, it just blacked out of nowhere when I was supposed to start my test in like the next 10-15 minutes. So I missed that, lost $25, had to go buy another laptop. And I just went through many laptops. It just been so hard to get my information from the school that I took my coursework through. It was so hard for me to get my information, so hard to get in contact with who I need to get in contact with. It was so much that happened in my life where I really wanted to give up, but I didn't. And so, thank God I got my license. But long story short, I'm not practicing anymore because I just don't have the time to give it my all. And I know y'all say, well, why don't you just do it full time? I can't do it full time. In order to make money as being a realtor, you're going off of commission. So you're going off of a commission base. So if you don't sell a home, or if you don't help a buyer find a home and they buy the home, you ain't making no money. And the way my bills is set up and the way my life is set up, I have to have a full-time job with benefits. So that just makes sense. So anyway, I got my license on inactive. So my license is inactive. So that's what I'm doing now. So I'm just continuing to work the jobs that I'm working physically, and I'm working out. And so moving on to the next step with getting my real estate license, That was one of the hardest challenges for me in my life. But God has blessed me, so I moved on from that. Full context. So after going through those things in my life, God came and got me up. God came after me. So God convicted me of all the things that I was doing. God knew that I was doing too much. And I tell y'all, I am an ambitious woman. I'm an ambitious woman. I'm a woman who am driven. I love to have different streams of income. I love the idea of it. I love just being a boss woman. I have ambition, like having my own business, being a business owner. But God came to me and was like, because in my prayers, y'all, I was just asking God, like, Lord, like I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You know, I haven't received this yet. You know, what am I doing that's, you know, and God is telling me, like, God convicted me. I went to my jobs. I worked them, both of them. I went to the gym. I talked on the phone with my mama. I talked on the phone with my husband. I went to the grocery store, got food, went home, cooked the food, ate the food, took a shower, and then gave God just a little incy wincy little prayer. And that prayer, I think I was asking for something. And I was so tired that I don't even know if I finished the prayer. I think I just went to sleep. I got on my knees, got sleepy, and I said, you know what? I'll just pray when I get in the bed. Y'all, I got in the bed and I didn't even finish my prayer. Next morning, I wake up, I was doing the same thing, same routine, giving everything else my time, giving everybody else my time, except for God. So God convicted me and he was like, look, y'all. Not y'all. look here. Look. You giving everything your time, you're not giving me any. And when you do give me your time, you're asking for something. How about, God was telling me basically, the Holy Spirit was basically telling me, you know what, Hill? You need to be seeking me. You need to be seeking my face. You need to be intentional about loving me for me, not about what I can do for you. So once God came into my life and he changed it up and he told me what he told me, I was like, okay, God, I hear you. And ever since, y'all, I've been reading my word. I never used to open my Bible and read it. I don't know why. I guess it's because I had the King James Version, and every time I opened it up, it was hard for me to understand. Well, I didn't do the research, and I didn't ask God to help me, so I would just not read. That's when I was younger, y'all, and I didn't have any wisdom. But now, since I know God for myself, he's come to me and encountered me many times in my life. I've known God since I was 16, 17 years old. Of course, lost my way because when you're that young, you don't understand how good God is. You don't understand the importance of his power. It took me to have to go through some things and go through trials and tribulations to come back to him. I've been reading more, y'all, to where I got my Bible here and I got my tabs in here that I got from Amazon. And it just helps to go right to the chapter that I want to go to. So I encourage y'all to get into your word. Like I start off with the 4 Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And that just gives you a breakdown of Jesus and his life and what he's done, the things that really gives you a breakdown of Jesus' life. And I also been journaling, y'all. In my book, I journal in here. I want to say every day, but sometimes I miss days. But that night that God convicted me, I have in here what date that was on because I journaled what God told me and what I was experiencing. And this says August 18th of 2024. And it was at 10:49 a.m. Y'all, I put the times when I journal, I put the date, the day, and the time. And I just have my whole testimony in here of what he's done for me. And so I mentioned God last in this video because that's how the cycle took place in my life. And that's when I was trying to do everything under the sun, have my own ambitions, accomplish, praying for this, praying for that. Just want. I just wanted the tangible things. I wanted to see like, Lord, bless me with this. I want to see it. I want to touch it. But I wasn't praying for God. I wasn't praying for time, intimacy with Him. I was praying for what He could give me. So, like I said, I always knew God, but I wasn't intentional about my time with Him. So yeah, I just wanted to motivate y'all. I just wanted to just come up here and to motivate my subscribers and to say that I love y'all and I am back. Okay, I am back with posting videos and I love y'all and I just hope that y'all have an amazing new year. Y'all be blessed.